All right, let's get straight into it. We're going to build your first AI agent with Claude AI, and we're taking you from zero to hero. Seriously, by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to build your own agent for real-world projects, step by step, with absolutely no confusion. But first, let me ask you something. Are you still just using a chatbot? Have you ever imagined an assistant that doesn't just talk to you, but actually acts for you? I'm talking about an AI that writes your emails, browses the web, creates files, and even makes decisions on its own. That's not some sci-fi dream anymore. That's an AI agent. And here's the raw truth. 99% of people using AI today are stuck in chatbot mode. They ask a question, they get an answer. That's it. But the top 1%, the builders, the creators, the people really pushing the limits, they're using AI as a thinking, acting system. And right now, Claude AI is hands down the best platform for building them. Okay, let's dive in because you need to get this fundamental difference between a regular chatbot and a real AI agent. They are not the same thing at all. Think of it like a restaurant. You ask a waiter, "Hey, what's the special today?" They tell you. Super simple. One question, one answer. That's your chatbot. Now, think about the head chef. They're not just answering questions. They're running the whole kitchen. They plan the entire menu, they order the ingredients, they tell the other cooks what to do, and they make sure every single dish is perfect. That's an AI agent. So how does an agent actually think? Well, it runs on something called the react loop. It starts with a goal, makes a plan to get there, then it acts by using tools like a web search. After that, it observes the results of what it just did, and finally, it decides on the next best step. It's this constant cycle, plan, act, observe, decide, that makes it so powerful. It's basically reasoning plus acting over and over again. Okay, so the big question, why Claude? I mean, you've got ChatGPT, you've got Gemini. It's a totally fair question. Let's break down exactly why Claude has become the secret weapon for anyone serious about building agents. Claude has some truly unfair advantages. First, its context window is absolutely massive. It can remember and process huge amounts of information in one go. We're talking long documents, entire code bases. For an agent that needs to remember everything it's done, this is a game changer. Second, it follows instructions with scary precision, which means way fewer mistakes. And third, it has native tool use, so it just gets when and how to use the tools you give it. Every single Claude agent you build is made of 3 core parts, super simple. First, you've got the brain. That's the Claude model itself, doing all the thinking and planning. Second, you have the tools. These are the special powers you give it, like a web search or a calculator. And third, the memory. This is what lets the agent remember what it did in the last step. That's it. Brain, tools, memory. Now, let's talk about what most of those online tutorials won't tell you. This is where we separate the hype from what actually works in the real world. Okay, myth number 1, straight out of the movies. The idea that an AI agent is a fully autonomous robot that you just unleash on the world to do its thing. The reality? Not even close. Production-grade agents are semi-autonomous. They handle a ton of decisions on their own, but for the really critical actions, they need a human to give the okay. This human in the loop isn't a weakness, it's a feature, and it's absolutely crucial. All right, myth number 2, and this is where so many beginners crash and burn. They think, the more tools I give my agent, the smarter it'll be, right? More tools equals more power. Dead wrong. Giving an agent a ton of tools just confuses it. The truth is, a minimal, focused set of 3 to 5 really well-defined tools will always outperform a bloated agent with 20. Less is absolutely more here. And please, avoid these classic rookie mistakes. Don't try to cram everything into one giant prompt. Don't write vague tool descriptions. Don't forget to plan for what happens when a tool fails, because it will. And definitely don't skip designing the memory, or your agent will just keep making the same mistakes over and over. All right, enough theory, let's actually build something. I'm going to give you the exact blueprint for an AI agent that is simple, practical, and actually useful. We're building a research agent. Its job is simple. Research a topic, gather the info, and create a clean report. Here's a 5-step plan. 1. Set up your environment, install the SDK, get your API key. 2. Define your tools. We'll create a simple web search tool and a create report tool. 3. Design the system prompt. 4. Build the agent loop in Python. And 5. Test and iterate. Now listen up, because the system prompt is the most critical piece of this whole puzzle. You're not just telling the agent what to do, you're telling it who to be.
Defining a sharp persona like you are an expert research analyst who is thorough, skeptical of single sources, and always verifies important facts will make its performance 10 times better. So, once you've got your basic agent up and running, you'll want to make it tough enough for the real world. Let's level up and look at some pro patterns.
To really go pro, you need 4 things. First, solid error handling, so your agent doesn't just give up when something breaks. Second, memory integration, using a simple file or a database so it remembers things forever. Third, that human in the loop we talked about, for approving big decisions. And finally, for super complex jobs, you can build multi-agent systems, where one boss agent delegates tasks to smaller specialized agents. So, after all that, what should you do right now, today? Don't just close the tab. Here is your action plan.
Here is your mission starting now. First, spend 15 minutes getting your API key and setting up your environment. That's it. Second, just run the basic research agent code. See how it works. Third, find one repetitive, annoying task in your own life that an agent could do. And fourth, build it. Start super simple. It's going to fail. That's part of the process. Fix it and do it again. I want to leave you with this one thought. The huge gap between understanding something and actually being able to do it, it's only filled by one thing: action.
So here's the bottom line. AI agents aren't the future. They are the now. The people and companies learning these skills right now are the ones who are going to be light years ahead. This isn't just a new tool, it's a completely different way to work and build. Look, if you're serious about AI and want real insights that actually work, you know what to do. We go deep on this channel. And as a thank you, I've put together a super detailed infographic that breaks down agent architecture, tool design, and that whole agent loop. It'll be a great reference for you when you start building. All right,